Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Inventions, and I'm under attack. That's alright. I am out looking for an Enderman. I need to get my hands on an Ender Pearl, stat. Oh, don't explode, or explode. I guess that's okay too. Yeah. I need to find myself an Enderman so I can get an Ender Pearl, and hopefully, really, go away, zombie. And then, once I have the Ender Pearl itself, I can throw it into my, my tablet thingy from Equivalent Exchange 3, my transmutation tablet. That's the thing I was thinking of. Ooh, hello, spider. And then I can basically have an infinite source of Ender Pearls, although Ender Pearls, if I remember correctly, they're kind of costly, so that's not going to be like the best solution, but it'll help in the short term, and it'll definitely save me from trying to get loads of Ender Pearls by running around and killing Endermen, which is not exactly very fun. So, unfortunately, I haven't seen a single Enderman spawn yet. I'm still looking. I mean, maybe we'll come across one tonight. I did some work between episodes. I upgraded my ME system a bit, so now I've got 10 4K ME drives, so I moved all of my items in there. Part of the reason that I want to do this and find the Ender Pearl is so that I can hook up some basic automation, which is kind of what I want to do today, so that when I dump ores and things that need to be smelted into my furnace system, which is pretty much right above the ME room, it will go and automatically move over into the ME system, which I think is going to be very helpful. Just basic automation, some of that kind of stuff, some cool things. So that's kind of what I want to do. I still have not found a single Enderman, though, so I'm going to keep looking around for a bit, guys, and I'll come back in just a little bit. All right, guys, I'm back, and I was out exploring. I'm not sure whose area this is. Newcastle Geek. Oh, this is kind of cool. I still haven't found a single Enderman, unfortunately. But this is kind of cool. We got some immersive engineering stuff. We got some buildings for various things. Glass pressure plates. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is the immersive engineering, or the EE3 room, it appears. Not sure. Is this the ME? I think this is the applied energistics room. This is kind of cool. Let's take a look inside. We got ore processing. Yeah. Ooh, and this is rainbow eucalyptus. That's an interesting color. Very interesting. Okay, so it looks like it's actually Rune Wolf and Newcastle Geek, since they both have bedrooms here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little area. Anyway, still no Enderman. And now it's getting to be day. It's just not my luck. I did not see a single Enderman all night, and I was out pretty much from the time that it got dark until now. So yeah. No one else on the server at the moment, just me. It's pretty early in the morning, at least in the US. I think it's about, I think it's like 8:30 right now, something like that. I don't know exactly. Either way, yeah, not finding a single Enderman, and that's very disappointing. I just need like one Ender Pearl, and then I can throw it in the transmutation tablet and never have to go looking for Ender Pearls again. But unfortunately, that is not happening. So, yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. I'm almost positive I had one at one point too. I just don't know what happened to it. Oh, well, I guess I will head back home and wait for tomorrow night to go looking for Ender Pearls again, because it looks like we're not going to find any tonight. Also, I should probably mention, for those of you that have not yet heard, FTB Inventions has now been released. It is available on the Curse and FTB Launchers if you want to check it out. I updated the link in the description. So yeah, go check it out if you want to play it yourself. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this pack. There's a lot of kind of interesting things with it, and I like the fact that it it's very kind of build and tech focused, but not with a, FTB infinity grind challenge type, artificially inducing challenge by making things grindy. So, yeah, I think that's a good thing. I don't know where my house is. I feel like my house is this way. Maybe. I hope. I'm gonna go look for it. I'll come back when I find it. Alright guys, I am back home. So, if we go down to our ME storage room, our ME system down here, we can just dump all of this stuff in here, and I don't have to worry about it too much. Now, right here, this is the chest where stuff that gets processed through this furnace will ultimately end up. So the plan is to run an item conduit down and basically plug it directly into the drive, but before I can do that, I need an ender pearl so I can make item conduits. Although I suppose, technically, well, no, because I want this to be covered. I don't want there to be this hole in the floor here, which won't look very good. I mean, we could do it using item conduits from thermal expansion, or item ducts, I should say. Maybe we will do that. That might be a better solution. If I just made like a stack of those. Yeah, why don't we do that for now? And then I'm going to need an export bus, I believe it is. It's either an import or an export. Let's see. Export bus. I'm almost positive that's an export bus. I always remember them backwards, which is not really a good thing. Really? I don't have any wood? I have no wood planks. Okay. Let's make some. Try again. Make piston. Clear the thing. Put the thing in there. And export bus. Hopefully this is the right thing. I'm pretty sure it is. But we'll put that up here. And then, actually, I think, now that I think about it, I think it actually needs ME conduits for this to work. Pretty sure. So, oh, do you not hook up there? Let's put that there and then put this? No, doesn't work like that, huh? I do have a bunch of conduit binders. Will that hook up there? Yes. Okay. So, but item ducts won't hook up to it either. I feel like there's something very obvious that I'm doing wrong here, and I don't know what it is. Let me see if I can get this figured out, guys. I'll come back to you in just a sec. Alright, guys, I think I got it figured out. I think I'll put the chest here, and if I remember correctly, this basically has to connect directly in. So, we'll do that, and let's just put this guy in here. It says that's online. And maybe it is not the export bus, in which case I'm going to look like an idiot. It's probably an import bus, isn't it? What you want to bet? Import bus. Need sticky piston. Need piston. There we go. Put that. Import. Sticky piston. And import bus. Let's try this one. Do that. We'll put our cable here. And now that disappeared. Okay, let's put our export bus into the chest. And now we should see it in here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it was an import bus, not an export. So now I look like an idiot. That's okay. That's fine. These things happen. Okay. So now, I know I've got an acceleration card in here because I put 3 of them into the inscriber. So I'm going to put one of these over here, and that'll speed up the rate at which it grabs items out of here because I don't want it to get backed up. Then we need a servo, and I don't want to use the basic one because it's not very quick. So I think, actually, can I make, what would I need to make that? Hardened aluminum glass. Yeah, we should be fine with the regular servo, I think. The hardened. I think that'll be fine. Okay. And then I'm just going to put that. Can I reach this? Ooh, barely. Got it. Got it. Okay. And that should turn it on so it will take items out of there properly. And then we'll just grab these iron chests right here. And I'm just going to swap out all 3 of these chests for iron chests, because these were the ones that I was using for storage before, but I don't really need to anymore since I've got the ME system now for all of my storage. So, I think, let's put those conduit facades in there as well. I think that should now work. So if I put something into here and it pulverizes and then gets smelted and ends up over here, it should end up back in the ME system. Now, there are obviously other things you can do to kind of automate it and speed up the process a little bit, but this is a good basic first step. I mean, it is possible to basically send stuff from here into the smelter and all those kinds of things, but I'm not at that point yet, so we'll get there all in good time. So I think this is good. Now, I want to start working a little bit today on... yeah. That's not going to work for me. We're going to do this. We want to wrap that around like so. And then I'll grab a little bit of cobble. And I think I really only need 2 pieces, and we'll just do that. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so now that's all covered up, and we don't have to look at it and its ugliness. Okay, so now I want to take a look at building options, because I've been, as I had said a couple episodes ago, I really want to build in kind of a steampunky style in this episode, or in this series, I should say. But we haven't really done a whole lot of that yet. I mean, this house, you could make the argument that it's kind of steampunky, but it's really not that steampunky. And I want to do a little bit of building today and see if we can sort it out. However, it is also night, and I need to go back on the prowl for Enderman. So I'm going to see if I can get some things sorted out as far as the building and planning stuff goes, and I'm also going to see if I can find myself an Enderman tonight, and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I am back, and I ran into a witch. I'm down to a single heart. I found 2 Endermen, killed them both. Neither one gave me an Ender Pearl. This is just not going my way. I think I'm going to start heading back home, and hopefully I'll come across another Enderman along the way. Whew. That skeleton could have been disastrous, considering how low my health is right now from that stupid witch. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm on my way back home, and we'll see if we can get some stuff sorted out. It looks like it'll probably be day before I get back anyway. So, yep, that's the plan. I'll meet up with you in just a little bit. Alright guys, I am back, and I've been looking at a list of building materials that we could potentially start building out of, and most of the stuff either doesn't have kind of the colors that I want, because we need something that comes in stairs. And I mean, yes, there are carpenter's blocks, and we could do something there, but most of the stuff that I'm looking for really doesn't have the options that I want. So I think we might just go straight cobblestone, because it's very vanilla, but at the same time, I think it'll suit our purposes here. So let me just clear this back a little bit. There we go. And I think we're going to start kind of working on this a little bit. So I'm thinking 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's actually kick this out. And that would be 7 blocks in between, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and actually, I need to grab a different pick. Which reminds me, I did some enchanting between episodes. I went into the nether, got a whole bunch of quartz, and I've got a ruby sword that has sharpness 4, and then my pick has unbreaking 3, fortune 3, efficiency 4, and auto smelt 1, which is really useful if I'm gathering ores, because it basically automatically smelts stuff and gives me the fortune drop. So it comes in handy that way, but it also turns anything into smooth stone or into graphite in the case of coal, which is a little annoying because it makes it very hard for me to get coal. So I guess I'm going to have to grab a different pick, and I just realized I actually don't have... I mean, I've got this diamond pick, but that thing's very, very close to destroyed, so maybe we just make a new pick. Why don't we do that? That's probably easier anyway. So let's see here. Pick. Let's see. What can we make? Do I have rubies? I do. There we go. We'll just make ourselves a ruby pickaxe and use that for our building, because I don't want to replace all the... I don't want to have my building materials being turned into, a different building material as I'm building this thing. That kind of defeats the purpose. So, okay. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then here we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like so, right? That should be... Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and lay that down. And I've been looking at a lot of, pictures of kind of steampunk style and stuff like that, and trying to figure out how to do the style, because it's not really a style that I've ever built in before. And it seems that the majority of them start relatively small, and then they kind of expand, as you go up, which is really kind of interesting. So let's maybe do something like this. Then we'll take our stairs, and we're going to put in, I think, some, structural support type things that kind of come out like this. And one more, or is that right? No. One more. So that should be... Yeah, that's the proper level. Okay, cool. So let's do that on the other side here as well. And these are essentially just kind of like little structural support beams, if you will. There we go. And then here, we'll bring these across. And do I want to bring them out? Out one, maybe? Yeah. I think we'll bring them like this. And this will be kind of our basic structure that we will then build the majority of the house on, I think. So we'll do something like this. Still a little ways to go. That's okay. There we go. And then this side needs to be brought out as well. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at that. So this is kind of the bottom of the house, and then it'll go up from there. Now, the other thing with this kind of steampunky style is that stuff is really tall. Like, really, really tall. Like, the roofs and stuff like that get crazy tall. So we're going to have to kind of keep that in mind as well. That looks good. We'll just kind of bring those down. Maybe we put some stairs like this. And this is just kind of our basic framework. Actually, let's get rid of this block. And we'll put a stair there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then we need to fill some stuff in behind it. So I'm thinking we're going to stick with kind of these same colors, the redwood, the spruce, the oak that we've been using. just because it makes sense in my head. And we do want to kind of keep a consistent color scheme as we're going. So let's just see. I don't have a massive amount of redwood. What do I have a lot of? Number of items. I've got a decent amount of redstone. I suppose we can just use some gold to create some more redwood. I think that'll be okay. Let's go and just make a few stacks. There we go. That should be good. Okay. So, let's see. If we come out and grab some of these planks, we can start kind of filling in this area back here. And this is essentially going to be the interior of the house right here, like this level. I don't know yet if we're going to have all of this cobble stay as cobble. In fact, I think we probably won't. We'll probably want to mix it up. But right now it's just kind of about getting the basic shape down, and then we can kind of tweak some of the details and things like that later. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then here, I'm going to bring the cobble around like this. And over here as well. This little bit right here is going to be kind of tricky. Because I don't know. Do we want to have that as cobble as well? We also need more cobble. I'm actually, like, completely out of it. Yeah, let me go get some more cobble. Let me get some more building materials together, guys. I'll come back to you in just a sec. All right, guys, I am back, and we're making some progress. You know, it's kind of coming along. This is kind of the shape we're ending up with. The roof on this is going to be super, super tall, and it's going to come out farther. And when it's all done, I think it'll look really good. But one thing I was thinking about is this, Builder's Wands. This would be a very, very helpful thing for me to have. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to make one of those. And they're not very hard to make either. So that will be just something to really kind of speed up the process. Speed up the process for us. And I think we're going to go ahead right away and make the Diamond Builder's Wand, because, you know, why not? I'm also going to want to get some spruce logs, I think. So if we put this guy in here and search for spruce, we'll grab just a couple stacks of that. There we go. In fact, let's just leave those in there. That should be fine. And now we've got this super awesome Builder's Wand. Now, if you're familiar with extra utilities, you're probably familiar with the Builder's Wand itself. This particular mod, Better Builder's Wands, on the other hand, might be a little bit new to you. And that's okay. Basically, they function in the exact same way as the Builder's Wands from extra utilities. They're just a lot easier to get. So, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because the Builder's Wands from extra utilities are admittedly kind of a pain. I mean, let's be honest, you gotta get another star, you gotta do a ritual, like, there's all sorts of crazy things there, that really kind of make it, a little bit annoying to deal with. But this looks pretty good, I think. This window, this is our floor. So maybe here we could have, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hollow this little part here out for now, just to kind of mark out, just it'll help me kind of keep track of where the floor levels and all that kind of stuff is. So there we go. We'll do something like that. And maybe we'll have like a window that kind of sticks out there. I think that could be kind of cool. Now, I do need a way to get up to the top. I guess I'll just do some old-fashioned scaffolding temporarily. And, man, I'm low on cobble again. because I want to start working on the roof on this bad boy. So tell you what, let me do some more work on this house, and I'll come back to you in just a second. Alright guys, I am back, and I think I've got our basic roof shape on this house, and yes, I know, it looks freakishly tall, and that is intentional. That's intentional, and there will be other kind of roof bits that stick out of this thing as well. I just realized I'm missing a cobblestone block right there. Can I get that from anywhere? There we go. And a lot of this frame is not going to end up being cobble, I've decided as well. It's just too much cobble right now. I think we'll have to swap a lot of it out for wood, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. But this is kind of the basic shape. We'll probably have, I mean, obviously we'll need some sort of like gears, windmills, things like that kind of coming off this. And some of that kind of stuff as well. But I think it's a pretty good start for, kind of what we're going for here. And also, guys, if you are a builder that's very familiar with the steampunk style, because as I've said, I am definitely not, feel free to leave some suggestions. I'd love to hear them, because this is a style that I'm really kind of exploring for the first time. And there's going to be some growing pains, if you will. But I'm excited. I think by the time we're done with this series, we'll have learned some new things for sure. So, unfortunately, guys, I am out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.